Okay, here we are. Hey, there's Charlie. Here we are at Miami, Florida at the Sunfish World Championship practice race. And this is what sunfish sailing is about. When you're racing, we have about 100 sunfish getting ready to sail the World Championship here in Miami, Florida, USA. We have about half of the boats are chartered from sunfishdirect.com. And we're about, hey, what was that, 4 minutes? 5 minutes, thanks. So that was 5 minutes until it got. Let me take you on a tour of, I don't know everyone's sail number and sail, but this is the Sunfish World. The sun is not good. We got 5 minutes before the start, and everyone has the same sail for this Sunfish World. It's a red and white and blue sail with the red top, white body, and the blue clue on the corner. We're all getting ready here. We have about 12 or 13 countries represented here. We have Venezuela, Colombia, United States, Ecuador, Italy, Bahamas. That's 4 minutes. Bonaire. And because it's not an official race, I am going to take you in the next 4.5 minutes on what it feels like to sail in a bunch of boats. So if you like this content, don't forget to smash that like button. I really appreciate it. I haven't made a video in a while. I've gotten some comments from everyone. They want to see more sailing. Here we got Paul Jersey. There's Dave from Lavalette, from USA. There's the race committee. So this boat is chartered privately. That one's chartered. And then Sunfish Direct has some brand new boats. Hey, how's it going? There's Vicky Palmer. She is the what's your official title? Sunfish rep for the World Championship here. And we're at the race here. I'm all on course side here actually because I'm over the line. Right down here you can see the line. Actually, I'm actually gonna mess up this start here. I don't know. We got 2.5 minutes to the start. Maybe I'll start in the middle. People are jockeying for position at this point. With the U flag, that's gonna be over early at 4 minutes. We got 1.5 minutes to go. We're here in Miami, Florida, Biscayne Bay. Got 1 minute to the OCS. I'm gonna chop around here. Forgive any shakiness here. All right. Sorry about the shakiness. I'm got 1:45. We're starting to need a boat. There's Lisa from Davis Island. I don't know everyone right now because let's take jockeying for position right here. We've got 1.5 minutes. Got Amanda Callahan here, just fresh off her. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a view from what it's like. Got 1 minute to the start. Let's see. All All right. I'm not going to start regularly. We're going to get above this line here. We got about 40 seconds. We got 30 seconds to the start. Is race committee. I am not supposed to be here, but I'm going to be here because it's the Sunfish practice race. I'm going to tack out just so I don't get in anyone's way. Close to 100 boats on the line. They're off for the practice race here. 2 horns means general recall. So that's what it looks like. And this is what it looks like when it gets late to the start. Whoops. So that was the start. They called it general recall, which means some boats were over early or they couldn't get a fair start. And that flag right there symbolizes they're going to restart the race. Okay, so that horn signalizes the flag was down for the general recall. So here it is. We're sailing Sunfish sailboats here. They're all the same sailboat. It's almost 14 feet long. The iconic sailboat has been around since the 1950s. And this is the 52nd World Championship. This one's being held in Miami, Florida. Now, people are wondering why they have the triangular sail logo up here. Without getting into the big discussion about that, is that the builder is right now Laser Performance, and they are not supplying they're not letting the logo for the Sunfish on the sails. It's a business thing for the builder, so I'm not going to get into that. But Sunfish Direct, you can see the logo down here. They've been very supportive of the Sunfish Class Association, and they are going to be selling these boats. And this is no way I'm not sponsored by sunfishdirect.com. I'm just trying to help get the news out that the boats, brand new boats that will be sailed for only 1 week, will be available in a special racing package with the dolly, racing lines, double halyards, hiking strap extension, and the dolly. Ready to go, ready to race, ready to cruise every day, wherever you are. I could ship it all over the world. Hey, how's it going? So if you want to just go to sunfishdirect.com, they'll be selling the boats. They're also selling parts and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm not sponsored by anybody. We have Rod Favela is here sailing the event, and he's the owner proprietor of Vela Sailing Supply.com. He's an excellent Sunfish and big boat, small boat parts dealer. Jim Kohler, the dinghy shop. I get my Sunfish stuff from him mostly. He's local out in Amityville, but he also ships worldwide. Jim has been a huge proponent of Sunfish sailing, and the dinghy shop has been a huge proponent of Sunfish sailing all around the world. And you could find his business at dinghyshop.com. You could also go and sail at his place, and he does kayaks also, things like that. And there's a whole bunch of there's Boat Locker up in New England. I think Don't forgive me about I don't know the. And then there's also Intensity Sails with Jim Myers, who's also a Sunfish sailor, RS Aero sailor. So there's a lot of diversity in the class, and the class has been having great success moving forward, getting parts. They made arrangements to get new spars, masts, and different parts available, for instance, sails. So the problems in the last several years with getting parts from the builder are getting alleviated by the work that the Sunfish class has been doing, getting multiple builders to get class legal parts. So there's been a lot of changes in the Sunfish class. A lot of it is for the better because now we got some different rigs being used with the double halyard. I have a double halyard right here. You can check out my Sunfish Jen's rig video. It's very popular. It gives you 4 different ways to rig a Sunfish halyard. So check out my channel if you like this content. Leave a comment down below. And this is one of the most diverse classes that anyone could sail and race together and be competitive. We have people who are 210 pounds who are racing together with someone who is 100, like 110 pounds. And then there's we got multiple national champion here, Mike Ingham, who's sailing, who's been very instrumental in finding new rigging techniques for the boat. He's been scientifically, I think Mike Ingham in the last few years, Mike Ingham has probably done more for the rigging of the boat than anybody since, I would say, Eduardo Cordero and Paul John Patton, who have done a lot of stuff to get what most of the rigging is based on now. 8-time world champion Eduardo Cordero, but Mike Ingham and the guys and women from the New York, New England area. I'm gonna say about, I don't know, 1.5. Oh, that's 1 minute? Oh.
You got like 30 seconds.
All right, so we're at 30 seconds and I'm over early. I'll give you a view. This is Dominic Simonetti. Let's watch how, this is Dominic's yoga pose, famous. He gets that boat nice and flat, keeps his body weight low. Versus here, number 77, upright. Mike Ingham, nice clear air. Mike is all about, look at that, he punched out. And Paul Deersay is in the 28 boat, he's in bad air. I'm filming you, Paul, just getting eaten up alive by Mike. And Mike is all about low risk, high reward there. So this is the practice race of the Sunfish World Championship. I'm gonna tack here. I'm gonna give you a different view of what it's like. To duck a few boats. I know I'm going into the sun. Okay, let's try to cross. I'm not gonna cross. Maybe I'll cross. I don't know. I'm not gonna get in their way. So here we are, Lee Montes here live from Miami at the Sunfish World Championship practice race. So we got 100 boats registered with 13 countries. There's the U.S. Virgin Islands, United States, Curacao, Venezuela, Colombia, Chile, among others that I can't remember right now. Guatemala, Italy, all in the same sails. We got the red, white, and blue sails here. in the 14-foot classic Sunfish sailboat. That's a nice tack. Like, I think that's Kira. It's light winds today. Hopefully the winds will pick up a little bit more. We are moving here. I'm facing into the sun, so that's kind of bad lighting. So here we are on Biscayne Bay. Right now I'm using Emily Wagner's boat. I'm sure you recognize Emily Wagner's name. She's not here for the World Championship. I'm here in the famous Emily Wagner yellow boat, but I'm not using her famous 444 sailboat number sail because we're all using the same North Sails built sail. And they have the 2023 World Championship logo on the top with a little globe where the 0 should be for the 2023. And CGSC, Coconut Grove Sailing Club here in Biscayne Bay, Coconut Grove. They're graciously hosting the World Championship after Ecuador had to change its plans because they were not able to get builder-supplied boats in time for the World Championship. So unfortunately for Ecuador, I was looking forward to going down to Ecuador in September and then maybe heading out to the Galapagos Islands. Got some crossing situations here. So basically, the trick is to get clear air, sail fast, and sail in the right direction. And when you're in back of people, you're getting bad air. So, for instance, I'm in back of him, I'm getting his bad air. I'm not really too worried about it. Like over here, you see this person leaning towards the leeward side. Because of light wind, sometimes they like to do that to get some flow across the sail. Other people, like Stuart Draheim and Greg Gust, they actually, and depending on the wind conditions, they might actually heel the boat to windward in lighter medium air, and they do very well like that. But that takes a lot of practice to windward heel. Sometimes I can do it, and sometimes I can't. And it feels very weird. But it does help you go fast and point higher. So let me show you Emily's boat here. I modified it with the new sail, and Emily has the gooseneck adjuster. I'm setting it up at about 14 inches. We have a compass here. She's using a Ray Marine micro compass, which tells us the heading. So right now we're at 232 degrees approximately. I forgot to put my bungee cord on there. That's why the practice race is the practice race, because we get to shake out the boat, make sure when we put the new sail on, everything's right. We have to put on the telltales. I love these telltales right here, about 3 feet away from the mast on this side and about 1.5 feet away from the luff. So depending if I'm on starboard or port, I will be able to see. So when I'm on port here, I like to look at these, the ones in the back, because the mast is going to bother this one. So just for instance, see how that one's getting all bothered, but this one's flying back. So you can't use that one. So I'm gonna tack and I'll show you what happens. So now I tack, I use this one in front. Let me switch hands here. So right there, I'm looking at the leeward one, the red one. And I don't pay attention to that one too much. And that's how I keep on course here. So if it starts to go down, which I'll make it go down, that means I have to head up. So I'll go closer to the wind. So if it's going down, I head up, trim the sail, make sure the sail's not luffing. And then I'm on the wind here. Now, if I'm heading too high, the front of the sail starts to luff here, and I'm going slow. So now you got to pull the tiller towards you a little bit, fill that sail, so don't luff, and then make sure that that's streaming back. So here we are at the practice right now. This is going down. Hey, thanks guys. Thanks George. Hey Christopher. Sail fast after you broadcasted this. That's right. I'm at the practice race, so I'm actually, I'll do whatever. George Ritter, oh, nice. Aruba, right. Hey Peter, how you doing? Good to hear from you. I appreciate the comments. If you know anyone who likes this content, please share it with them. It helps the channel grow. I'm going to be doing a lot of live stuff, probably on YouTube and probably on Facebook, whatever's convenient. So I don't know if I'm going to sail this whole thing. It's getting light. I'm not too worried, and I'm not really concentrating on racing here. So let me continue to go through Emily's boat. She uses this outhaul cleat like normal, Cunningham cleat does. So this is all basically standard stuff on the racing gear. We're using a double wishbone tiller. I use my tiller extension here. This is a Reba stick. I don't think they make this anymore. But I like this, so when it goes down, it's actually a couple of inches in front of my block. I like the length of it, so when you're going hard and hiking, I like to hike, and then it'll be at my chest so I could hold it. This is a regular, I'm using the regular 1-to-1 main sheet. This is about, I think it's a 6mm main sheet or 1/4 inch. She has these Velcro main sheet hangers. You got to have main sheet hangers. If anyone does not have main sheet hangers, they're going to grab their life jacket and you're going to have more capsizing issues. So get yourself some main sheet hangers. I know Aero South has these special main sheet hangers that they made, and it snaps on. Those are cool too. So you could check that out. If you want to buy a brand new sail from sunfishdirect.com, these sails will be made available. So check out, I think you could pre-order them actually. And they're made by North. They're the same cut as back in the day when North made them. What else? We got this hiking strap here. I didn't try it yet. She has some bungee to hold it back. It's in a pretty good position. I'm using an old block, old Harkin. This is, I think, 2 1/4 inch. It works well. It has the ratchet. She likes to put this handle on. So this is a really long outhaul, and so she made this handle with some tubing, and then she put a whole bunch of half hitches here. So it has a nice handle, and it goes around the mast, so I could use my body weight to pull it to tighten up. So watch those wrinkles. Now the wrinkles are gone because I tightened it. What else is there? I got the double halyard system. Here's the cleat. Emily put her cleat in there with a couple of stainless steel screws, and the upper halyard, the black one, is holding up the top regular position of the sail, and the blue one I have for my vang, which goes around the gooseneck, and that is holding the gust adjust Mendelblatt variation of that rig. So here you go, we got some more sailors out. There's Larry Sewer in the 89 boat. He is a member of Coconut Grove Sailing. He's been sailing a lot with Griffin Sisk, the young Griffin Sisk from the United States out of Fordham University and West Hampton Yacht Squadron. And here is Alexander Zimmerman from Peru, the Team Peru. Excellent. The strongest team in Sunfish in probably the last 10, 15 years. It's so strong. He's been here since 40, 50 years ago, also with Willow. There's a whole bunch of champions coming out. Alonzo and JP and Katarina lead the Peruvian team for Sunfish. Those sailors are just amazingly fast. I'm going to start heading towards the race committee boat. This is a really long video, but hopefully you get some idea. What else is up? We got the gooseneck adjuster. I gotta loosen it up. That's the tightest it can get. I like to sail it at about 14 inches from the front to 15 inches from the front until it starts to get heavier, and then I'll put it back to 15, 16 inches as the boat gets unbalanced. It's really about balance. So wherever you feel comfortable at, you could sail it within, 14, 15, even up to 21, 22 inches, depending on your strength and depending on your size, how much you like to hike. So give it a try with the gooseneck adjuster. You just have to take out the bolt. I have a homemade telltale up there. Let's see if I can see it. I use a metal coat hanger. I bend it up and I put some VHS tape there, which is, I'm sure everyone who's watching this knows what VHS tape is, and I just electrical tape it to the upper spar, and I'm gonna see if I can get there it is. And if I lose it, it's no big deal. It costs like literally nothing. A couple inches of electrical tape and a hanger and some VHS tape, which you probably have hanging around. All right, this is the committee boat. They're just hanging out. They're gonna have their work cut out for them this week. This is probably it's a 40-foot mainship trawler, Plan B. How's it going? Good seeing you. Yeah, Mike just said he's going to save his energy for another. So I guess you won, right?
Maybe a third in the top quarter.
Yeah, okay, that's good. You had a good start. So this is Mike Ingham. Let's see if I can talk to him for a little bit. Hey, Mike, I'm on YouTube Live on my channel.
Facebook Live?
Actually, it's YouTube Live, so it'll stay there longer. Yeah, it's from my channel. Have you done anything new rigging to your boat?
Kind of still going with the two-halyard system. I like it. Give me lots of flexibility. With that comes some responsibility. You can get it. It's easier to get it wrong too.
Right. So what do you mean get it wrong? Is it?
Well, you want to get the right amount of power. So it's a matter of powering up or depowering. The lower halyard you tend to spar more.
Yeah.
If that's all you use. With just the upper halyard, it's less.
Right.
So you want to kind of get it right in combination with the gooseneck, right? So my go-to is I like to move the gooseneck first.
Right. So at this point, are you so Mike was saying, just in case you couldn't hear it, he likes to be able to bend the upper spar, and he does it in conjunction with the gooseneck. And so, where are you right now? It doesn't look like it's 100% off or on the upper halyard.
Yeah, so I got the lowered one on as the primary right now.
Right, and that always stays.
Black out of the upper. So it's really mostly just the bottom one right now. I don't think it's pretty flat. I don't think I need power.
Right.
So, contrary to some common thoughts are that, lighter it is, more power you need. I think at some point, too much power doesn't help you.
Why? Because you get too much help?
It's just it's a lift drag thing, right?
Okay.
Like, if you're in a jet plane going really fast, they put the flats up, right? They get rid of the drag.
Right.
They don't want it anymore.
Okay.
If you don't need the lift, you don't want it.
Right. So, and then where are you sailing your gooseneck right to? 15, okay.
Yeah, I don't go to, I don't ever even go further forward than that anymore.
No?
I think it just puts the boom too high in the air and it just gets that awkward helm.
Right.
And you can round up too easy, and when you do that, you just stop.
Okay.
So I think it's a little more forgiving.
So you do it at 15.
What?
You sail at 15.
15 is my furthest I go forward. I'll move it back from there.
Now, how about like, who's taller? Like, is Chris Carroll tall?
He's taller.
So does he sail at 15 or he goes 14? Does it? Yeah.
I don't think he goes. Kind of our little group is kind of came to all the conclusions together. So I don't think any of us go further forward than 15.
Right.
We
Yeah.
might all be wrong.
No, you guys do pretty well, and then it boils down to. So what I saw your start before too, and then do you do anything previous with your rigging to get off the line faster?
Well, you know, like if I'm deciding how much power I need, this is any boat I sail.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide how much power I need, and then I'm tuning up, and I'm really fast. For example, I'll actually power up a little more than optimum.
Okay.
Because real life means you're always getting out of bad air. You're
Right.
trying to accelerate off the line, out of attack. Bad set of wave comes.
So you do power up a little bit.
Just a little bit more than I would do, and if I get to just tune all day.
So
Just a little more power than that.
now in a Sunfish, before the start, you say you want some more power. What do you go to? Like you're not going to be going to.
Your power things are you can ease your outhaul a little bit.
So he's saying ease your outhaul a little bit.
I think the boom up is more power. It gets your
Okay.
sail up in the air.
And then once you get going, just say if you get off the line well, and so you say you ease your outhaul off, do you flatten it out then?
No, I think once I've decided, unless something changes in the conditions, I don't change it after the start. I'll use it for downwind,
Uh-huh.
and maybe I'll take a look at the beat and say, oh, maybe there's a big change. I'll put it on a little, it's got lighter and choppier. I want a little more power.
Right.
I won't pull it on as much. Or, wow, the wind really picked up. I'll crank it,
Right.
But I typically, once I'm sailing, I don't touch the outhall or the Cunningham during the beat.
Okay. So going down off the wind, when you get the wind, do you loosen the outhaul?
Yeah.
You do?
I didn't right now, but yeah.
Huh. Because I'm not sure if Dan touches the outhaul.
I've debated that, whether I should really do it. I think there's times, if you're trying to catch waves,
Uh-huh.
and you want to head up and just accelerate and catch the next wave. I do believe that you want to ease that.
Right.
I think it's right now when you're just I call this drag mode, right? We're not quite there right now, but I would just be heading right for the mark, like this, right?
Right.
Feeling the weather. And if you look up, I'm pretty much going dead downwind with my massive fly.
Right.
The wind is just pushing me downwind.
Right. Right.
And if I try to go high to get it to reach, get below my tail, you don't go enough faster to make up for it. You could come back behind where you were.
So you would rather just sail dead downwind?
Yeah, so I call it, I don't know what everybody else calls it, but I call it drag mode. You're just getting dragged down by the wind to flow over your sail.
Right.
And you can have flow this way, right? Just keep going the way you're going.
So he's heading up.
So now I'm definitely flow. You can see the telltales going.
Right.
And I can do flow this way. I can go for reverse flow. I can go by the lead.
Are you going by the lead now? Well, now you are.
So you can see my top telltales going the other way.
Right.
And I can feel it in the tension in the main sheet. And if I go a little too far, all of a sudden there's no tension at all.
Right.
That doesn't work, right? I'm there.
Right.
So it's kind of this magic balance. But the truth is you can use that tactically to get somewhere.
Right.
You want to get inside, you see a pop, you want to get away from a bunch of boats.
Now, do you
But you can't use it. It's not BMG. Somebody going straight to the mark will beat you.
Right. Unless you're on a wave.
So waves are different.
Yeah.
Right now in this condition,
Okay.
you can't-
Flat, light
Yeah,
conditions.
waves are just going all over the place.
Right.
You're gonna surf.
So I have a question like that. So, like in a Melges or something, a 24, you never want to go dead downwind, right?
Not really. That's not quite true.
Right. Because okay.
So a Melges 24 or something like that.
Yeah, like an asymmetrical.
Yeah, a lot of those guys, in a condition like this or a little bit more, they'll actually go wing on wing. It's better for them to
Really?
go in that essentially drag mode.
Huh.
Once they can really in really light air when they can go a lot faster, and then in really heavy air when they can plane, it's better to go reaching off.
Okay.
But you'll find them, you'll find them going wing on wing.
Okay.
If you look at a whole bunch of pictures of people sailing at, say, 8 knots, they're all just going wing on wing straight to the mark.
Now, for this boat, the Sunfish, in these conditions, you would rather go in your what you call drag mode, just dead downwind. And what if like people are like kind of following you, maybe 3 boat lengths behind? Are you gonna?
Well, that's when I use the flow mode. I use it to get out of trouble. Like
Okay.
if somebody was right on me right now, and I decided I really wanted to just head up.
Right.
I'd probably lead in. I get the flow going.
Right.
You just keep going straight down, and I'll come back to you. And I'll show you.
Okay. Here. I'm going straight. So he's leaning in.
Pretty quick.
Right.
And then I'll come. And you see it coming back.
Right.
That's where it was.
Right. Okay.
So you can do that technical, but you'll find if you do this back and forth, I'll lose a boat length, another boat.
That's interesting. I do that a lot
Yeah.
because I'm trying to go fast.
Yeah, but you just keep losing a little.
That's
bit.
interesting.
My experience.
Well, yeah.
A million times.
I've tried a million times. I still haven't learned it. So maybe I'll try to drag. Maybe I'll do more drag. And I'm going to use a compass this week, which is interesting.
Downwind is I'll point, if I'm free.
Uh-huh.
In this stuff, if I'm in drag mode, I'll just point to the mark and then figure out what to do with my sail.
Okay.
Like, the mark is rarely perfectly square.
Right.
So I don't mind sailing a little by the lead sail port on starboard, because I like starboard better than port.
Uh-huh. Right.
If it's more than 10 degrees or so, I'll just jibe and then still keep heading right at the mark.
Right. So Mike just said he likes starboard more because of the shape of the sail. The mass is not going to...
The mass is
Right.
Okay, I can just jibe right here and show you.
So it's a fuller sail on starboard when he goes over here.
You can see that the mass is north of sail.
Right.
So I like the starboard better. If I can do it, but it's not worth going too far by the lead.
Right. Nice. So this is Mike Ingham. He's a professional coach, sailor, multiple championships in all different types of boats. What's your favorite boat to sail other than the Sunfish?
Well, the Sunfish, of course.
Yes.
Honestly, the favorite thing I just like a lot of boats, good competition, good people in a fleet. But as far as just something fun to do in sailing, I've been foiling.
Oh, you've been foiling?
Yeah, I do the foil board stuff.
Oh, for the so.
Boarding and winging, mostly winging now.
Right. Is that the one where you hold the sail?
Yeah.
How long you been doing that for?
A couple years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You getting good at that?
No. I can do it.
That's cool.
Foil indefinitely in the right conditions.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
It's like I could do anything,
Because I seen, like we seen in Lake Garda, there was like hundreds of them. And were you able to do that back then? Wow.
Yeah.
So that's just a different type of sailing.
It's all sailboat racing. It's all sailing, right?
Right, right.
Just flow over your sail, everything. It's just,
Do you think, like, are you racing them yet or no? Like,
right now I don't intend to.
right.
Racing's a bit of an equipment war.
Yeah.
You gotta have and put enough time in to get good. But right now it's just
So you're having a lot of fun foiling. But how about kiteboarding? You do any of that?
Well, so yeah, I do that too.
Oh, wow.
I like the kiteboarding is part of foiling. You do kite foil.
Yeah.
And I've been using the wing because it's I live on the water, but it's mangroves and docks and
Right.
like kiting. You gotta like lay out the lines. You gotta fly
Yeah.
away, you gotta somebody launch it for you.
Right.
Something coming in I can just jump. If I was right here right now, a little more wind, I can just jump in the water and go.
Wow.
So you don't have to do all that crap.
Yeah. That's so cool. I didn't know you did that. Was it hard to learn?
Yes. I would say that was one of my steepest learning curves I've ever done.
Yeah, it sure looks like it. That's cool. Do you want? Oh, we could go straight through there, or you can go down. What do you think?
We want to go to the left of this, then we have to go. Yeah, we want to go down this
This is the mooring field, right?
Yeah, we want to go about this direction right here. You can stand starboard.
So what is do you have any goals for this Sunfish Worlds for yourself?
I don't like position goals. Like
Right.
as a coach, you know, and even as a competitor, if you say, "Oh, I want to get top 5," you know,
It's too much pressure.
not only that, it's always up to you, right? Like it's, you know, there's 6 people who do better than you. You're 7.
Yeah.
If those 7 don't show up when you win, you win. You know, like
Right.
it's, you know, I like goals that are more process oriented.
Okay.
And I've had way too many OCSs recently in championships. I'm going to try to be kind of hidden before the start.
Okay. Yeah.
Look for a low density. That's one of my goals, is just to kind of be free of people and
Right.
not,
Not too many
not
mistakes.
overly exposed. And
That's
then
interesting.
I just want to sail good races.
Right.
Only,
But that's your whole mantra. If you listen to yourself, low risk. Don't try to win a race. Just get yourself in position, which I guess is smart. And so with the rigging, like I'm sure you go with fine tooth comb. Like where do you find is the most problematic thing of a sunfish where things can go wrong?
well, these boats have the rig is like 19 rig or whatever you call it.
Uh huh.
So it's a pretty inefficient boat. It's very flat.
Right.
So what happens is the trickiest part of this boat is it stalls. Like the centerboard will stall.
He's saying the centerboard stalls. Okay.
You'll lose flow over the backside of the centerboard. And you won't know it, right?
Okay.
You'll just be sliding sideways. And it's, you know, if you're in a coach boat or something, you watch it happen. Like it happens a lot off the start. Somebody's too high, they sheet in, they just slide sideways.
Wow.
Or you get a little too high in light air, you hit a wave, and you just lose flow in that centerboard. I think it's the trickiest boats I've ever seen.
So how do you prevent losing? How do you how do you know that you are stalling?
You start being really aware
Okay.
of your surroundings, right? So if you're all of a sudden going really slow in the boat, compared to the boats around you, you kind of like pay attention to what it feels like, it sounds like, what the helm feels like.
Yeah.
I think it kind of gets squishy, like you don't need pressure, like you don't feel like that you have to lean in, even though
Right.
the thing hasn't really died.
Okay.
And that's how I know something's wrong. And then I really pay attention to water flow,
Okay.
so I can see the bubbles going by. And if the bubbles aren't going kind of fore aft,
Right.
kind of going sideways, I'm like, oh crap.
Oh, that's interesting. Do you ever look at the transom and see if your turbulence coming off the
I don't
transom?
do that, but
You don't?
yeah, it'd be something.
Well, you're usually forward in the boat at downwind anyway.
You're kind of like, you know, upwind, you're kind of sitting like, you know, cheated in like this, right?
Yeah.
Forward in the cockpit. And that's, you know, it's just really easy to stall something.
Right.
It's also easy to stall the sail.
Right.
You know, on port tack with the sail going over the boom, you can't even use the telltales, low telltales. They don't-
Right.
They don't work. So it's hard to find, you know, unlike sailing a jib boat where you can
Right.
just really see the front of the,
But that's why you have that other telltale further
and
aft.
the ones up high.
Yeah. So you're not using your old regular 3 across this time.
Because the top of the sail is red, you can't see through the sail.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'd rather have,
You like the 3 across?
yeah, I like the 3 across. That one that's on the white is lower, it's below the mast, or mast height.
Yeah,
And I think that's got turbulence, and I don't like that.
I hear. Oh, so your 3 ahead on top is to keep away from the mast. So if people don't know, Mike usually has 3 going right across where the
That one,
2023 is.
That's the height that I usually do.
Right, okay.
There's usually 3.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 grommets, 4 or 5 grommets.
And really, I could just use 1. But
Right.
I'm really emphasizing that one. So having 3, you know, if they behave slightly different, it helps you really fine tune it.
Right. And you do that upwind and downwind or just...
No, just upwind.
Just
That
upwind.
one, you're kind of in that drag mode.
Now you don't use a leech telltale.
For downwind?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I can tell when I'm at a lead.
Okay.
One thing, this, if you watch my little rabbit ears here, just keep going downwind. Don't head up with me.
Okay.
So my rabbit fingers here, they go this way when I'm in reach mode, right?
Uh-huh.
And then if I'm by the lead mode, they'll just go opposite. So I know it's flowing right now. I can see it
Right.
flow right now. And I can feel it on my face. It's like
Yeah.
wind here, I'm by the lead, I'm flowing. And then I can, what I do is I kind of fine tune my trim by how much pressure is on here. So I want the most pull.
Right. I'm noticing when you trim your sailing right now, you're using your thumb and your index finger. Is that how you normally trim?
Yeah, so I can really feel how much pull.
Yeah.
Like if I pull in too much, all of a sudden it's just way too easy.
Right. That's something that Dan has taught me. He's like when he's trimming, especially the jib down on he was like saying use your index finger so you could really feel the pressure differences.
I kind of feel it, but if I go too far by the lead with the main base too loose, and I'm not, it also goes away.
Yeah.
If I go too far this way, the same thing happens.
Excellent.
Fine tuning it, trying to find the perfect trim.
That's
I'm
cool.
just getting pulled downwind. So
Right.
pulling on me, it's hard pulling on.
All right, so actually, I think I've been going about an hour on this video, so I'm going to end this video here. We were talking to Mike Ingham right after the Sunfish World Championship practice race here. So if you like this content, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you guys later from Miami. All right. Thanks a lot, Mike. Now I got to know how to end this.
You're part of that Ricky Palmer book, right?
Yes.
I was thinking about it. The book's been bothering me.
I didn't write anything yet.
I haven't either, but hold on. Let me tell you what's been bothering me.
Uh-huh.
But you can finish up. Let me know when you're done.
I might still be live here. Hold on, give me a second. How do you get out of here? I don't really do this usually here. Yes.